Okay, so I haven't been making a video or making videos, I should say, for the past few days. One, haven't been feeling too well. Starting to feel a little bit better, but I'm about to get on a trip and do something different. Take a little break from just everything, from work, from all the day to day stuff that we do. And I might do some music while I'm on the trip, but if I do, it'll probably more than likely be something on the phone or on this iPad, which I'll take with me. Um, and so you can see on my desk what I have. I have the SP, starting to get some of my gear stuff back. I have my bass. You guys heard me talk about that. Everybody wants to know about the MPC. So here's the kicker. I'm going to tell you a few things are happening right now. One, I got my MPC used. This is a live one, as you can tell. I'm waiting on some knobs. I'm going to change the knobs on it. I've already changed here. You can look at this. The knobs on here and the skin I have is a vinyl skin, just a black. I like the black. It's cool, but I'm going to go with a green. I had a special one made that I'll show you guys a little later. I'm going to try thankfully the artist that made it, I call him an artist because it's art in its own way. Took a picture of a green that I wanted, a specific one, and like a black emerald green sort of kind of. And he made me a matte version as well as a uh, regular version, which I guess would be like I guess maybe they use semi-gloss look for a regular. But he said he sent me both just so I could have them. And if I like one over the other, I could take it. So we'll see on that. I am going to use the silver knobs on this one. This one will have emerald green knobs, but I'm going to leave it black for now. I haven't decided if I want to put a vinyl skin over it. If I do decide later to put a vinyl skin over it, I'll let you know. Currently, though, and the unfortunate is I can't even turn this thing on because Guitar Center didn't send me a proper cable for charging. This thing takes 19-volt charger, and they sent me a little 12-volt thing. Like, what the heck is this? Anyway, so there's nothing I can do about that. I'll turn this on when I get back and show you guys. I will be gone probably when the charger gets here because I had to order one, so it takes a little while. But once I get that, get it going, I do know it turns on because the charger 12 volt can turn it on, but it will not do updates. It won't do any other things because unfortunately it's not enough power and the battery's dead. They didn't charge the battery before they sent it out, and that's fine. It is what it is. So it powered on. This is the nicest one I found. They did give me a refund on some of the money just to cover the cost, a little bit more than what I need to cover the cost for the charger. So that was nice that I got it a little bit cheaper. I'm excited about that because cheaper is better to me. I love the live. I do like the live too because of the speaker. It's kind of nice to have a speaker, but you got an extra 2-3 inches of space attached to here when you put a speaker on. So without the speaker now, it's a little bit smaller, and I kind of like it being smaller like that. Looking forward to using the latest version of MPC 3, the updated version. I tried the beta version. As you guys know, I had the Mkii 37 for a little while. Didn't care for the Mkii 37. And funny, ironically, is I like the pads on the live better. They're bigger, of course. I like them better than the ones on the MPC 1 and the MPC Mkii 37. I don't know why, but I got used to this because I had this before I ever had the MPC 1. No, I had MPC 1 first. Anyway, I ain't going to go into all that. I just like these better, okay? And I don't really need the keys because most of the time I'm just going to use samples in here. I'm not going to be playing instruments from inside of here. I just don't really find it joyful. Maybe if I make some key groups or something like that down the road, I'll enjoy that more. But I don't care for the MPC instruments that they made. It doesn't work for me. I'm spoiled, I guess, in a sense, because I'm used to having Spitfire audio and all these other ones that just sound so much better and sound richer to my ears. And when I listen to here, I don't like it. So that's unfortunate, but that's the truth. So there you have it. I will change these out to emerald green. I'll have this as emerald green to keep these as the silver. And then, yeah, I'm a fan of Doom. Okay, like MF Doom, the comic books, the actual comic book Doom, Doctor Doom. But I like MF Doom stuff too, and I like that green is just one of my favorite colors anyway. So that just adds to the liking. Of course, I have the laptop. I just and then I have my keyboard down beneath. So that's kind of my setup for right now. Okay, so the camera. I'm using my iPhone to record this. I actually purchased the Osmos Pocket 3 to do the video recording, and the third party through Amazon never actually sent the item, or if they did, they didn't. It never updated. It never. So they delayed it, waited. I paid a little extra to have it shipped sooner. Nope, didn't show up. So Amazon just refunded me all the money because, of course, I don't know where that item is or if I'll ever see it. And so the deal that I had kind of fell through. I will not buy it at full price because I don't see it as something I'll use enough other than to record these videos. I will not be out, using it. So I am going to get, though, the Osmos, not the Osmos, the mic that they make. It's called a Mic 2. I'm going to get one of those because it'll go great for my audio. So I know some people say they can't hear me as clear on these videos. So just to be sure that you'll hear me a lot more clarity, I'm going to use that microphone for my videos, and I think it'll help increase the sound. Now, the other thing I'm pondering over getting is a speaker of some sort, or speakers, I should say, of some sort. I don't have a lot of desk space. My camera's zoomed out as far as it can go right now, and you can see I basically don't have a lot of space here on this little desk. It's a standing desk that I can, lower and raise. But because I don't have a lot of space, I can't take up the whole thing trying to put a speaker on here. So down the road, that will be something. The ones I'm looking at is the Atom. I think they're the Atom something, but they're more fit for this type of desk, which is smaller. So I'm thinking about those. Don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm just letting you know kind of the plans. I'm looking forward to using the MPC again. It's been a minute, and I think it'll go well with the SP. I'll use the SP and try to run it, get some effects from out of here and things like that to color the sound. Because I love the way the SP sounds when the stuff comes out of this box. But I prefer the MPC for the sequencer. I think the MPC sequencer is just way better. So much easier to use. And even like the chopping in here is much easier than the SP. Although I can do it in both. It doesn't really matter. So those are fun things that I'm looking forward to and just wanted to tell you about. So yeah, so no Osmos for me. Unfortunately, I can't review it for you guys because it just didn't happen. And it's not on my end. It's really on this third party from Amazon who didn't follow through. What else? I think that's about it. I'll try to do a video if I can, but it'll be one where I do maybe on the iPad. Haven't really found too many things recently on iPad, if I'm being blatantly honest, that I'm just like super fond of as far as excited about to try to use. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Sometimes you go through those moments where it's like nothing is inspiring. But I will use the iPad to maybe move sounds through it, use it as a tool to push sounds to the SP or even into the MPC. I may use the iPad in other facets when I'm not using it to make music because it's just rare that I go to it as my first choice, especially with the MacBook. I mean, once you go in Mac, it's hard to go back. I would say sounds bad, but anyway, that that's the truth. It's hard once you get on desktop and you get spoiled with the better instrument sounds. It just makes it hard to go back to stuff like using the iPad, unfortunately. But there's some cool stuff on iPad. Another thing that's going to be happening is I will be using pedals soon again. I never wanted to get back into pedals. I thought, well, I'll just use the stuff inside of the iPad or use the stuff inside of the MacBook. And they're fun to use. But there's something about having a pedal too, like a compression pedal for the bass that I really want, as well as having an audio interface. I moved away from audio interfaces because I was just using this as the audio interface. The problem with this thing is it only records 44.1 kilohertz. That's kind of a bummer to me because you can't get a quality sound. You're going to get a degraded sound or the lower end sounds from it. And I want my sound a little bit better on my bass. So for me, I'm looking at, something like a Scarlett, Focusrite 2i2 or 4i4 or something like that. And then maybe if I decide to go differently on that, then I maybe will have to compromise somewhere else. But we'll see. All of this is just talk. I'll let you know. You'll see videos when the time is right. I'll let you know how that's going. But in the meantime, I hope everybody's doing well. Oh yeah, another thing I just remembered. The buyorborrowmusic.com. So I'm getting the microcosm as my first try pedal that I'm going to try. So I'll show you guys what I want to do with the microcosm. A lot of it has to do with the MPC and SP. I'll be using it mostly to record in samples and do weird stuff to get some cool sounds. If I like that pedal, that may be the route I go for getting another pedal. It will be the microcosm. I've always wanted to try it. It's been a while and I never thought I'd get the opportunity. So yes, I had to pay to try it, of course, but I don't have to worry about someone, complaining if I return it. And so that's been a hiccup along the road of trying to buy something and then returning, and people are like, oh, you return this or you return. Okay. So now the buy or borrow music.com offers me that without all that hassle. It's not sponsored. They didn't give it to me for free to try. I had to pay them to try it. But the good thing is it'll be something I could do. And if it's something down the road you really want, like a high ticket item, but you don't want to commit yourself to buying the item, then I say maybe try it, give it a shot. However, I will say if you are close to a store and you can go in a store that maybe has the item, try it there first, save yourself some money, try. And if you have Amazon or something like that, buy from Amazon. They usually take a return and you don't have to worry about the hassle. They don't usually hassle you about returns. So go that route if you can first. And then if it's not, or let's say it's a boutique pedal like a microcosm where you have to buy it directly from the source, then that's where utilizing a company like buy or borrow music.com would be a nice source. But otherwise, hope everyone is well. I'll be putting out some more videos shortly. I'll be working on some stuff here or there. When I find some cool things that I think are worthy of sharing, I'll definitely be sharing. Everything I share with you is something I would do or have used. So I usually don't just be sharing stuff just to be like, oh, let me just put something on there just to get clicks. I do like it when you click on there. I like it when you comment. I like all of that. But again, remember, I'm doing it to help people. That's always the goal initially. Okay. Hope all is well, and I'm out.